Geography, Class 11th, NCERT, Chapter 11. Water in the atmosphere. The air contains water vapor. It varies from 0 to 4% by volume of the atmosphere and plays an important role in the weather phenomena. Water is present in the atmosphere in three forms, namely gaseous, liquid, and solid. The moisture in the atmosphere is derived from the water bodies through evaporation and from plants through transpiration. Thus, there is a continuous exchange of water between the atmosphere, the ocean, and the continents through the processes of evaporation, transpiration, condensation, and precipitation. The air containing moisture to its full capacity at a given temperature is said to be saturated. It means that the air at the given temperature is incapable of holding any additional amount of moisture at that stage. The temperature at which saturation occurs in a given sample of air is known as dew point. The ability of the air to hold water vapor depends entirely on its temperature. The absolute humidity differs from place to place on the surface of the earth. The percentage of moisture present in the atmosphere as compared to its full capacity at a given temperature is known as the relative humidity. With the change of air temperature, the capacity to retain moisture increases or decreases, and the relative humidity is also affected. It is greater over the ocean and least over the continents. Movement of air replaces the settled layer with the unsettled layer. Hence, the greater the movement of air, the greater is the evaporation. The transformation of water vapor into water is called condensation. Condensation is caused by the loss of heat. When moist air is cooled, it may reach a level when its capacity to hold water vapor ceases. Condensation also takes place when the moist air comes in contact with some colder object, and it may also take place when the temperature is close to the dew point. After condensation, the moisture of atmosphere or humidity gets converted into dew, fog, mist, frost, and clouds. The ideal conditions for formation of dew are clear sky, calm air, high relative humidity, and cold and long nights. Frost forms on cold surface when condensation takes place below freezing point 0 degrees Celsius. That is, dew point is at or below the freezing point. The only difference between the mist and fog is that mist contains more moisture than the fog. In mist, each nuclei contains a thicker layer of moisture. Frogs are drier than mist, and they are prevalent where warm currents of air come in contact with cold currents. Fogs are mini clouds in which condensation takes place around nuclei provided by the dust, smoke, and the salt particles. Cloud is a mass of minute water droplets or tiny crystals of ice formed by the condensation of the water vapor in free air at considerable elevations. According to their height, expanse, density, and transparency or opaqueness, or epaquenses clouds are grouped under 4 types. Number 1 cirrus, number 2 cumulus, number 3 stratus, number 4 nimbus. Types of condensation: first dew, second fog, third frost, fifth fog and mist, and fourth fog and mist, and fifth clouds. Cirrus clouds are formed at high altitude in bracket 8,000 to 12,000 meter. They are thin and detached clouds having a feathery appearance. They are always white in color. Cumulus clouds look like cotton wool. They are generally formed at a height of 4,000 to 7,000 meter. They exist in patches and can be seen scattered here and there. They have a flat base. Stratus are layered clouds covering large portion of the sky. These clouds are generally formed either due to loss of heat or the mixing of air masses with different temperatures. Nimbus clouds are black or dark gray. They form at middle levels or very near to the surface of the earth. On the basis of origin, rainfall may classified into 3 main types: the convectional, orographic or relief, and the cyclonic or frontal. Convectional rain takes place when the air on being heated becomes light and rises up in convectional currents. As it rises, it expands and loses heat and consequently condenses takes place, and cumulus clouds are formed with thunder and lightning. Heavy rainfall takes place, but this does not last long. Types of precipitation: first rain and raindrops, second snowfall, third hailstones, fourth sleet. And the three types are here of rain and raindrops. First convection rain, second organic rain, third cyclonic rain. And orographic rain occurs when the saturated air mass comes across a mountain. It is forced to ascend, and as it rises, it expands, the temperature falls, and the moisture is condensed. The chief characteristic of this sort of rain is that the windward slopes receive greater rainfall. Different places on the earth's surface receive different amounts of rainfall in a year, and that too in different seasons. In general, as we proceed from the equator towards the poles, rainfall goes on decreasing steadily. The coastal areas of the world receive greater amounts of rainfall than the interior of the continents. The rainfall is more over the oceans than the land masses of the world. Between the latitudes 35 degrees Celsius and 40 degrees north and south of the equator, the rain is heavier on the eastern coasts and goes on decreasing towards the west. But between 45 degrees Celsius and 65 degrees north and south of equator, the rainfall is first received on the western margins of the continents, and it goes on decreasing towards the east. In some regions, rainfall is distributed evenly throughout the year, such as the equator belt and in the western part of the cool temperate regions. Distribution of clouds. Here is a table chart. which needs to be seen. Uh, Next, heading important terms. First point, humidity. Water vapor present in the air is known as humidity. Next, evaporation. It is a process by which water is transformed from liquid to gaseous state. Heat is the main cause for evaporation. Next, latent heat of vaporization. The temperature at which the water starts evaporating is referred to as the latent heat of vaporization. Next, absolute humidity. The actual amount of water vapor present in the atmosphere is known as absolute humidity. It is the weight of water vapor per unit volume of air and is expressed in terms of gram per cubic meter. Next, relative humidity. The percentage of moisture present in the atmosphere as compared to its full capacity at a given temperature is known as the relative humidity. Next, dew points. The temperature at which saturation occurs in a given sample of air is known as dew points. Next, dew. When the moisture is deposited in the form of water droplets on cooler surfaces of solid objects in bracket rather than nuclei in air above the surface, such as stones, grass blades and plant leaves, it is known as dew. Next, condensation. The transformation of water vapor into water is called condensation. Next, condensation is caused by the loss of heat. Next, sublimation. When moist air is cooled, it may reach a level when its capacity to hold water vapor ceases. Then the excess water vapor condenses into liquid form. If it directly condenses into solid form, it is known as sublimation. Next, precipitation. After the condensation of water vapor, the release of moisture is known as precipitation. This may take place in liquid or solid form. Next, rainfall. The precipitation in the form of water is called rainfall. Next, snowfall. When the temperature is lower than 0 degrees Celsius, precipitation takes place in the form of fine flakes of snow and is called snowfall. Next point, orographic rain. When the saturated air mass comes across a mountain, it is forced to ascend, and as it rises, it expands, the temperature falls and the moisture is condensed. It is also known as relief rain. Next, rain shadow area. The area situated on the leeward side which gets less rainfall is known as the rain shadow area. Next, cyclonic rain. Rain caused by a cyclone is called cyclonic rain. Next, hailstones. Sometimes drops of rain after being released by the clouds become solidified into small rounded solid pieces of ice which reach the surface of the earth are called hailstones. Next, convectional rain. The air on being heated becomes light and rises up in convectional currents. As it rises, it expands and loses heat, and consequently condensation takes place and cumulus clouds are formed with thunder and lightning. Heavy rainfall takes place, but this does not last for long. Next, frost. Frost forms on cold surfaces when condensation takes place below freezing point 0 degrees Celsius. That is, the dew point is at or below the freezing point. Next, fog and mist. When the temperature of an air mass containing a large quantity of water vapor falls, all of a sudden condensation takes place within itself on fine dust particles. So the fog is a cloud with its base at or very near to the ground. Next, smog. A condition when fog is mixed with smoke and is described as smoke. Next, clouds. Clouds is a mass of minute water droplet or tiny crystals of ice formed by the condensation of water vapor in free air at considerable elevations. As the clouds are formed at some height over the surface of the earth, they take various shapes. Here chapter 11 is completed. Thank you.